It's that time, man. Boston Marathon.
Snuck up on us.
Snuck up on us, man. Bam.
We were going to run today. Totally forgot.
Dude, I was getting in shape. I've been doing my, what did my wife say? Because she knows exactly what it is. But I do the 30-minute at 3 miles an hour, 10 degrees, and on the incline.
I don't
so
want
I
anything
love
to
it.
do with that.
It's the greatest. It's the great. It's honestly, it's changed how I do cardio. And it's the best I've ever felt. I wish I knew that as a pitcher. I wouldn't have run so much.
How long do you think you'd last in these 26.2? How far could you go?
I could probably go 5 to 10 miles before I would collapse and have a a heart attack. I think physically.
What would your out be? Because in that mile 7, you're thinking, how am I going to get out of this?
If I do the treadmill every day, after day 3 in a row, my ankles and knees hurt so bad at my age, I just can't physically do it. So I would think, I think my willpower, I would push myself, honestly, until I crawled. I mean, I'd want to try to finish. So I'd be embarrassed if I wasn't in shape. I mean, I think I could work up to it and easily walk the 26 miles. Oof. I don't know about jogging 26 miles. I don't know if physically at my age and my weight I could do it.
So today I saw the men's winner.
They're incredible, these people.
2:09, as in 2 hours, 9 minutes.
Yep.
That's the fastest.
Yep.
It's a long time.
But I always, I forget because my 14U kids, I was working them out last week, and one of them that's a football player. He plays football, basketball, baseball. He ran like a 6-minute mile, no problem. They had them at their lifting.
Do that 26 times in a row, kid.
That's right. But I'm saying, I think most athletes, if they worked up to it, and these people run 10 miles a day. I mean, they're working up to it. We've had Nicole Barucci on many, many times. She does the
constantly training,
the mass pen,
constantly training,
all of that stuff. But for me, I just think that it's a religion to these people, man. They live it, and they love it. They breathe it. They talk about the high that they get from it. To me, I think the finishing's got to be the most rewarding thing you've ever done.
Congratulations to the defending Boston Marathon champ. Or, excuse me, he was beaten by the defending Boston Marathon champ. Eliud Kipchoge? Kirk gave me the shrug of the shoulders.
I got nothing on this name.
Kenyan sweep once again. Kenya just dominates all things running. Always count on it. But congratulations, Eliud. Congratulations. I was watching the women's early this morning because if you want to get to the goods, the people that are actually winning these races, you got to watch the beginning. As I said, they're the first ones to cross the finish line, of course, and watch the women finals where they're in this pack at about the 4-mile mark. One lady in that pack didn't win, clipped her own shoes and fell on her face. Got up and immediately got back to the pack.
Ow.
I thought that was the most impressive part of the Boston Marathon that I saw. Impressive. But the place was packed. Big Poppy.
Did he run?
Jose Ortiz did not run. He was the Grand Marshal of the Boston Marathon. I thought that was great in so many different ways. One, because of the whole Boston Strong through the marathon bombings that happened a while back, and Poppy was the figure in Boston to really get the rally cry going as far as no matter what you do to our city, we are going to bounce back because we are Boston. And then Poppy, with what happened to him down in the Caribbean, and he's bouncing back.
Getting shot.
He got shot in the back, and we all thought he was going to die. And it wasn't that long ago, and we were all on Poppy watch. And Poppy's not only back, but he's better than ever, hosting everyone through the streets of Boston for the Boston Marathon today. I thought that was
So the
great.
Kenyans swept for the 3rd straight year.
Kenya! We're going to get you one of these.
So
years.
Helen Obiri ran it in 2 hours, 21:38.
She was like all over the place, too. Like her head was bobbing a bunch and her arms were flaring. And some of the other ones, obviously the great runners just totally solid. Their arms one spot, their head one spot. The female champ, Breer?
Obiri?
Obiri?
Helen Obiri?
She was all over the place.
O'Brier?
Her daughter was there. I saw her daughter.
No, she'll be winning this thing soon.
I was just going to say that.
Here's the thing. Why don't we figure out how the Kenyans train?
They run every day, all day, to catch food and to run from
Dude,
being
I was just
food.
going to say, and I'm not trying to be cynical or funny,
there's
but when
lions
you're running for your
around
life,
there.
there's lions
Yeah.
and tigers and everything else and snakes
Right.
and whatnot, and survival is easy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, running the Boston Marathon is easy compared to their survival in where they live. I mean, my daughter's tennis coach was telling me about where he is from South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And while they're fishing, there are tigers behind them. There are crocodiles right there in the water and stuff like that. That's commonplace for them. That obviously,
Crazy.
listen, we were freaked out in my neighborhood today because we had a giant bear.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Big male bear coming out of hibernation. He's hungry. He's looking for nuts and berries and whatnot. Your bird feeders, people. So, yeah, put some extra bird feed out there, and you might get yourself a big bear in your backyard. But we think that's amazing. Oh, my God, look at the size of that bear, right? I mean, think of that every day, that's what they deal with while they're training to come run the Boston Marathon.
Well, you don't have to outrun the lion. You just have to
Outrun the guy or the woman next to you. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a great day though today. I just love seeing the Boston Marathon. I love seeing the streets filled up. I know that this is a lot of people's, a lot of runners' dreams to fulfill, which is really cool. It's a family affair, and with what happened 10 years ago, to see the scene that it is, it's just for me a true American event. And
some of the people that
always
survived
be.
the Boston bombings, Boston Marathon bombings, that run in it and finish it,
That's
I think
cool.
is as impressive as anything I've ever seen.
Really cool.
It's the perseverance of the human spirit is just amazing.
Another cool scene in sports is Saturdays is Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone wears the number 42 in Major League Baseball. Everybody's cognizant of the day. I think it's a great day in America again. I think both of those sporting events, both those sporting days, really embrace the true spirit of America.
If you didn't hear this, and I did listen to it, Bob Kendrick, who is the president of the Negro League Museum in Kansas City, was on with Rex Hudler and the other guy, his name escapes me, during a rain delay. So it was an elongated interview with Bob Kendrick. Kendrick talked about Jackie Robinson, talked about the old Negro Leagues, talked about MLB The Show, and how they've done a great job with trying to continue the legacy of the Negro League players that a lot of people have never heard about and never have known about and are learning about every day. Another generation of kids. I think it's spectacular. It's fabulous. So Bob Kendrick is his name. Check it out. It's an interview during a Kansas City Royals rain delay this weekend, where he gave you a really, really great account of Jackie Robinson. I was blessed to interview Buck O'Neil a few times about it. I think the last time he was 92 years old, the last time I spoke to Buck O'Neil before he passed away. And it was just everything about Jackie was about helping his fellow man and African Americans and raising their level. And what Bob was talking about was it took a guy that had 12 million people at the time in this country of African Americans were, whether or not they were going to play sports in this country, everything that Jackie Robinson did was going to affect them. Can you imagine the weight of that? 12 million people on you. Yeah. So knowing that was going on in 1948, knowing what Jackie Robinson meant to the African American population, and then what he did after his playing career was not just what he did at Chock full of nuts. He opened the first all African American owned bank in New York. And I think it was Harlem, but if I'm wrong, I apologize, because I've read so many different books and so many different things on Jackie Robinson. He was always helping everybody else.
Yeah.
And he wasn't asking for anybody's sympathy. He wasn't asking for anybody's help. And just, can you imagine the mentality, of what he was doing in 1948 compared to not just black players today or white players, Dominican players, anybody, but the athletes today and the mentality. Yeah, he'd be shocked. Because that's not what he was about, and that's not what athletes were about back then. And so changing this country. He wasn't just a great baseball person, Jackie Robinson. He was a great American. He was a great human. And I think Bob Kendrick did a great job of humanizing his entire life, more so than just, breaking the color barrier in 1947.
I know white people and black people that are fans of the Dodgers, Brooklyn Dodgers, but even Dodgers today because of that, because them putting Jackie Robinson in the game. Another thing that I had over the weekend in my brain was friend of the show, Ryan McGee. His show on Saturday played this really good piece from Dusty Baker, talking about what his dad would always say to Dusty, because Jackie Robinson to his family was the model, was what you wanted to be. And whenever Dusty had trouble in his life and went and brought that trouble to his dad would say, what do you think Jackie would do?
Right.
And for them to live off of that, a huge responsibility for that man, but that's what he means to so many different people.
Well, and listen, Joe DiMaggio, there's if you're at Yankee Stadium, it's right before the players take the field. And he was asked a question during his career, why Joe DiMaggio played the way he played every day. And he said, listen, it might be the first time that someone sees me play in their lifetime. I want to make it worthwhile and have them see me play the best I could possibly play. That's what we're talking about today. Not, if Zion feels like playing, maybe Zion's going to play. That again,
right.
That's his sentiment. That's fine. But there's been generations of athletes that are trying to, this is the way I was brought up, leave something better than the way you found it. Okay, that's the way my father raised me. And so, hopefully what I did in my time in the major leagues made it better. Hopefully the time the last 25 years of broadcasting, I've tried to make it better. For people that come after me. Same thing with my coaching. I want the next coach that takes one of my kids, and I saw one of them kick the crap out of our team that left our organization and went to another one.
Oh, cool.
He was 4 for 4 with like 3 doubles and a home run.
All right.
I mean, he kicked the crap. But I hope that coach somewhere, he might not publicly say it, but says whoever coached you before did a really nice job and paved the way for what we're going to help this kid do and his evolution. Because it's not about me. It's about the kids. And Jackie Robinson was all about everybody else. How can I make Major League Baseball in this country better? And it started when he was in the military. And it started when he was doing 4 sports at UCLA. Can you imagine when he was a 4-sport athlete at UCLA as an African-American in this segregated country before World War II?
Yeah.
I mean, this guy went through hell, and I think should be something that's taught in the curriculum of every school.
I agree with that. I love how Major League Baseball not just embraces it, but makes it a league-wide day for everybody. A couple more notes before we go to break on the Boston Marathon. A couple of famous people that were running today.
Who ran?
Chara, Dino Chara, Boston Bruin.
The freaking guy was 6'7"?
3 hours, 38 minutes, 23 seconds.
Damn, there's hope for us tall people. That's impressive, man. That is impressive.
Doug Flutie.
Okay,
also,
Flutie's 5 foot nothing, man. Those little legs, man. It's no problem for that.
Yeah, but that's a low gear. That's a long time to be in first gear.
That dude ran for his life in the NFL. I think running the Boston Marathon is easy.
5 hours.
No one's trying to tackle you.
5 hours, 28 minutes.
Hey, he finished. Anybody who runs for 5 hours is crazy, by the way.
A couple cool things. Chara was number 33 all through his career. His bib was 3333. Also, I don't know if Flutie had.
Threes.
Yeah, I think Flutie had a number 22 bib, which was his number at Boston College. Also, no one was assigned 2013 as a bib, which I thought was really cool because 2013 being the bombing year. So hopefully no one ever wears that number in the Boston Marathon. You are right, sir. You were bringing up that some of the family members and actual people that were involved in those 2013 bombings were running. 264 members of what they called the One Fund community. Those injured by the attack, their friends and families, and other people associated with the charities running alongside with them. So 264 of those.
And some of those are amputees, too. I mean, some of those people lost legs, arms, whatever, and still managed to run the 26 miles. I got to do better, man. I'm embarrassed right now. I really am.
Nah, I wouldn't be. These people are really superhuman, every
know,
single
it's
one
awesome,
of
dude. God
them.
bless
Even the wheelchair winners. The winner, Switzerland's winner, the female's last name, Hug.
Oh man,
You can't make this stuff up.
that will absolutely tug at the heartstrings. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Really great day in Boston today. Great to see.
Absolutely. How did the game finish?
I don't know. I just said
Hurt?
that, and as soon as I said that,
Not
didn't
well.
Finish well.
Not
Angels
well.
won 5-4.
it was a good day in Boston today. Wasn't the greatest. It could have been one notch better.
Damn Red Sox.
What was the final? 6-5?
5-4.
5-4. Here's the bottom
It
line.
was 5-1.
Wait. When I looked at the TV screen, we had nobody out, and it was 5-4 with 2 on.
1 out.
1 out? Oh, what? Hit into a double play?
Of course he did.
Red Sox.
I'll tell you what, though, Cutter Crawford, man, you might have won a spot in the rotation with this outing. His relief outing was 6 1/3, 1 hit, no runs, 5 Ks, 72 pitches.
Might as well call it a start. I mean,
Bello started the game through 2 2/3, gave up 5 earned runs, a home run through 72 pitches. See the difference?
Yeah.
Bello had to
Crawford
start,
72
stop,
are a
and
lot
start
better.
again. Plus, he was wearing all those diamonds around his neck. That should have held him back a little bit. Dude, the Red Sox may be bottom of the AL East, but they're at the top when it
Of the
comes to
chain
chains.
gang.
The chain game, lives
Hey, that was good.
large
Chain-
in the Red Sox
chain
clubhouse.
Game. Yes.
Verdugo, man.
Kike hit a hit, though. He's up to 175.
Wow, no chain, too.
I-75. Casas is hitting I-46. Yoshida's hitting I-86.
There's a lot of interstate batting.
I'm just
averages.
messing with you guys back there,
Yeah,
by the way.
they're mad at the world.
You don't need to mess with us. We're already beat up and broken, and we got no.
I keep telling my wife they're not as bad as you think they are. They're 8 and 9, man.
It's going to be frustrating because it's going to have enough of a hint to where you still care, which makes it hurt more.
Tease.
Blame Chaim Bloom.
I am.
I'm kidding.
I am.
I would. He's just the fall guy, really.
He's not the fault.
He takes all the marching orders and he goes and he does the orders. You think he's really coming up with the game plans here on who to pay and who?
Analytics people.
Yeah.
Somebody in analytics still thinks that this Casas kid should be in the big leagues. He should be, you want to struggle, go down to AAA and struggle. Don't struggle in Boston. No, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It's not going to help your confidence to hit $150 for a month or two in the major leagues. Go down to the minor leagues, work on your stuff.
They've got nobody. They've got to
know.
fill the roster. They
I
need
get
9.
that.
They need
I get
9 to
that.
play. Can Cutter
Come
hit?
on out to Fenway for Be a Fan, Be a Player night.
Oh, that would be awesome.
right.
John's in.
Al Gattulo joined us a couple hours ago. Was fantastic. We were talking New York sports, New York playoffs, NBA, NHL, MLB. Al Gattulo from 970 The Answer. He answered a lot of our questions. Ben, Rob, Kurt, John. It's the Rob Dibble Show on your afternoon drive. We'll be right back.